It is your boy, the Mulatto, Ronin, back on at it again, getting these steps in. I ain't gonna lie, your boy is drenched, sweating, everything. Been putting in that work. Still gotta hit my push-ups when I get back home. But you know, guys, I really do gotta go in on this particular topic because, you know, I think a lot of us, especially us, man, we gotta start making more videos regarding this topic because I don't hear it getting talked about enough in the light-skinned mulatto, you know, us golden race people in our space. But why do us light-skinned mulatto men tend to isolate the most out of any group of people, you know? And this really comes down to one thing because, you know, when you look around, you see most people, you know, they're with their tribe and everything, you know. With us, it's like we got it, but you have to understand, we're the biggest threat in America and we are the most hated. So with us, it's like, as men, we're just trying to boss up so fast, so quick, because listen, man, a lot of us, we really don't like our lives, man. Keep it 100 with you. And then on top of that, it's like you're kind of fucked if you just stay average, like really bad, you know, because you're gonna go out very, very sad if you stay super average, like super average or below average. As a light-skinned mulatto man, you are definitely shooting yourself in the foot. But then as you boss up, you know, it's still, well, it does get better, but man, it's a journey, very, very lonely. I know some of y'all are gonna be like, well, that's really a part of man's journey. Yeah, I guess you can say that's so, but when it comes down to us, I gotta be more specific because we get very, very mislabeled. And when it comes down, I'm finna walk up here in the field real quick, but when it comes down to why we choose to isolate, it's very, very simple. You know, we just don't relate to the average person, you know, man and woman. Like, we just don't. Average person, like here in America, man, like, you know, one thing with us men, especially us golden race men, you know, we're not going to surround ourselves with negative energy. But a lot of people think when a man chooses isolation and don't really fuck with nobody, they think that, oh, he's just arrogant. He thinks he's better than everybody. That's not true whatsoever. Yeah, we're some awesome people. And if you've been around us long enough, like, y'all know we some cool people. But then here comes another problem. When you're a cool person and chill, laid back, that's often mistaken for weakness, which couldn't be further from the truth. Because, I mean, if anybody the most gangster in America, it's always been us, you know. We're the first ones to stand up for anything. You know, we're pretty much the forefront, so that's a fucking lie. Maybe in this day and age, because we got so many weak people in general, but even now, man, ain't nobody can't fuck with the mulatto. And I think people deep down know it. I think that's why they feel threatened by us. But there's so much misinformation to keep us confused, keep us lost out here. But thank God for the internet and world history, just finding my identity, man, because I'll be damned, I'm about to have black community control my image, our image, because listen, this is what we're up against, you know. And by the way, I'm not trying to talk down against black people, you know, fully black people, you know, like in the black community, you know, a lot of black people have had my back, especially black women, man. Like, they have looked out. I said it before on this channel, you know, my first acting role was a dark-skinned black woman, you know, the director. She gave me my first acting role. You know, it wasn't nothing major, nothing big, but, you know, she still played a part in getting my foot in the door. You know, so I met a lot of good people in the black community. And, you know, the ones that know us, they know that we don't mean no harm, but we have to get fucked over pretty dang on bad for a very long time. And when it comes down to this one drop rule, and it's so funny because it wasn't even invented by black people nor a mulatto. It was invented by a white person. Now, I'm not here to shit on white people because a lot of white people has had my back. Honestly, I gain more support from them than I do people of color at times. It's crazy. I get more hate from minorities a lot of times than I do when it comes down on the whites, you know. And it's crazy to me. Now, I still keep my guard up on everybody. I'm not about to be out here dick riding for the white person, you know, anybody, any group of people, because I know at the end of the day, I'm still competition, you know, so I just keep that in mind. But when it comes down to us, man, this is what we're like, guys, this is what we're up against. So you walk into this world, like literally identity crisis, you know, and you're told you're black. Black comes in all shades. Biggest lie ever told to us. Because if that was the case, why is it such a look down upon to see two light-skinned mulatto people together? You know, when it comes down to us, why is that looked down upon? Make you question, you know? Yeah, and then on top of that, why is it when you look on TV, you always see dark skin and light skin together? Mainly the man and the woman. Dark skinned man, light skinned woman. You know, so they specifically put the dark skinned man with another group of women. And yes, I said there's another group of women because we are another group of people, you know. You can't be mixing, call yourself black. It's like, I'm very grateful for how accepting the black community is. And that's one of the awesome things, you know, you know, like it's a lot of good in the black community. This is why this is a tough video. But at the same time, I'm tired of seeing people like me getting played out here, losing opportunity, getting mislabeled, because guess what? We don't fully move like a fully blooded black person. Now, I'm not trying to say that a person of this color or this skin type moves like this, but when you're told that, hey, and then on top of that, we got to keep in mind, man, most people are sheep, and America is a very degenerate, one-up type of culture. So, you know, this is really the type of life that it is out here. You know, it's crazy out here. So when it comes down to us, man, it's just the best thing you can do is surround yourself by positive energy. You know, when it comes down to women, I'm gonna be real with you as a young man. It's really for a lot of men out here. A lot of men are going through it when it come down to dating, but it's really for all groups of men, but especially us. You light-skinned mulatto, man, just if you in America, I'll be real with you, man, like, just deal with older women for the most part. That's gonna be so much better. Even then, still ain't really all that great, you know. Hey, you gotta keep in mind, man, these other groups of people, they got better status. Then on top of that, your image isn't controlled by everybody, you know. But when we speak out, it's another thing too, when it comes down to us speaking out. And this is why really a lot of us light-skinned mulatto men, we don't really speak out as much, because growing up, we just felt like we just got ignored. Whenever we do speak out, call, oh, you being sassy, you being weak, man ain't supposed to. And it's just like, man, these are some real ass problems. But y'all just gonna let that shit. And after a while, you just say, fuck it, I don't give a damn, I don't wanna fuck with nobody. And that's really the mindset a lot of us have. And that's why you don't really see us really dealing with people, you know? Now, black people be on this type of time, but it's a little different. People will go to bat for a fully blooded, like a fully blooded black person before me, every time. Because when people think of black, they don't think of me, you know? Look at me with this turban on. Do I look like a, you know, a black person? No, I can pass for a Middle Eastern, you know, Israeli. Like, I mean, I know my voice, you know, give it away, but still, you know, with the turban on, you probably wouldn't even know what the heck this person is, you know. But, you know, this is very important, man. This is a very, very important topic, because people always wonder, like, dang, man, why they always alone? That's so weird. They don't fuck with nobody. They think they this, they think they that. How would you feel if you get up every day seeing how much demonized you are? Not just online, but in real life. Yo, social status and hierarchy is already fucked in America before birth, you know. So, and then you just gotta be on guard 24/7, man. And you get fucked over enough times, you just don't really want to deal with that many people. So you got to keep that in mind. And a lot of us know, man, like I said before, we some solid people. But at the same time, man, people still want to, they think we soft, they think we weak, you know, then they know we don't have a strong established community. We don't know our identity like that, a lot of people. And they use that to to their advantage, and they really fuck with us. But I'm glad we're waking up, you know, we starting to learn the truth, so we ain't getting played out here. And then on top of that, man, how would you feel, you know, you look around, your own woman get turned against you, you know, people don't know how awesome you are and nothing like that until later on in life. They're like, dang, man, you know, I see why the light skin move like that, and because you're not educated, you know. And then on top of that, we live in a society that don't give two fucks about men, you know, especially just us in general, you know. So you got that issue. And on top of that, how would you feel if you the amount of slander and hate just for being, like, just for your like existence, you know, ain't even said a word, ain't done nothing, mind your business, you know. And we need to have a very serious talk about when it comes down to attraction. And if you're a decent looking dude, you know me, like, I'm pretty decent. I ain't the best looking dude, but you know, hey, I'm in decent shape, carry myself well, I know how to talk to women. I put myself out there. I ain't got the most money yet, you know, I'm still building myself up, you know, I'm 26, I ain't got it all together yet, but hey, I mean, for us, you can give us a pass. I'm not saying to pity us, but to wake up from an identity crisis, to wake up from all the fuckery coming our way and still bossing up, you is a supernatural being, you know, you really is out here, us light-skinned golden race people. I think that's why so many people work in overtime to try to stunt our growth and keep us apart. But especially the men, like the man and the woman, you know. But I'm so glad that's all changing, because man, we get our class and shit go correctly. Hey man, this is a perfect time to every other community get to grow. Even shit that was looked down upon many years ago, like the LGBT community. They got their own group, getting sponsors, everything, a lot of money funded. When it comes down to us light-skinned mulatto people, hey man, it's a lot more mixed people out here more than ever, and I just want to see them get set up for the best, man. And I was chatting with a black girl from work. She was real cool. I think she liked me too, working out there in fast food. And she was asking me, you know, like, just, you know, me as a person. And, you know, because I'm pretty chill, but at the same time, you know, I'm very cool. She's like, Al, you know, your energy is so positive. And I said, hey, I've been through a lot, you know. And one of the things I learned, you know, the more better energy you put out here in this world, you're gonna get it back. But at the same time, you're gonna have to go through a lot to be that type of cool person and somehow manage to keep doing it, you know, because it do take work. But it's a tough skill to master. But if you know how to move, choosing the right group of people, and you're not easily influenced by society, man, you're gonna be all right for the most part. But yeah, man, you know, it's just, you know, I was having a talk with her, and I said, hey, you know, like, one of my goals, I'm trying to really, you know, really be a staple blueprint, staple blueprint for a lot of mixed Afro people. Cause I said, you know, like, we just get it so bad. And the dark skinned girl, she agreed. She said, yeah, man, it's really bad, like really bad. Even she agreed hella quick. And because I was telling her, I say, you know, I want better representation, not just for my group of people, but for y'all too, because I see how bad dark-skinned women be getting it. And, you know, with us, when you mix, you get to see the good and the bad of both communities. So the black and the white side, you know, even though I'm an MGM mulatto, so basically multi-generational mix. So I come from a generation of mulattoes, you know, mixed Afro people. You know, and then if you know the history, you know, the mulattoes had their own class in America before erased, you know, due to the one drop rule. But we're getting that shit back, man. We know about the colors of South Africa. We're seeing the fuckery. And at the end of the day, like, dude, what benefit do we get for calling ourselves black, man? Especially knowing our history worldwide, but y'all want to keep us confused. And by the way, listen, this is how you know we're strong people. We hold no hate towards the black community or any group of people. I get y'all see us as competition, and no man or woman is gonna wanna especially a foreign being as great as we is, to surpass them in any way, shape, or form. Like, I get it, people do want to control us, but at the end of the day, man, this is what y'all created. You know, race mixing is not illegal, so let us do us, you know. But hey, this is what y'all created, so we gotta get some rights out here, because the way we live it, man, is not, I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like the fuckery that comes our way. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to build some structure, because I see a lot more mixed kids, especially working on fast food. I see a lot of, you know, mixed kids coming through the drive-through, parents, you know, mixed race and everything. And I just want to see better information out there. Ain't nothing like, that's exactly what I was telling the girl at work, you know, because it's so much misinformation. Why we always isolate. And I'm just like, bro, how would you feel you're getting shitted on 24/7, like back to back? Like, this shit's been happening since school, bro. Like, and like, honestly, if y'all would have handled what we handle, I guarantee most of y'all couldn't, man. Most of y'all couldn't. Like, I'm honestly surprised a lot more of us haven't offed ourselves, you know. That's how bad this shit is, you know. But I'm just glad I got God, man. You know, I hit the gym, and listen, man, when, unfortunately, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm starting to think, I'm just throwing this out there, I feel like Jesus, man, he had to been a mulatto. He had to. All the fuckery and misinformation, mislabeling, you know, painting you as all these different wild terms, like, because even the Bible, man, you know, it states that, you know, like, men, bro, like, you know, good, like the real ones, they gonna be mislabeled, man. They're like the true chosen ones, man. And that's a real thing, man. I really feel it, man. I really do feel it. But y'all let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think of this video? I just had to really touch on this topic because I feel like it needs to be spoken on while we isolate. And it's not that we think that we're better than people. We have very fantastic customer service skills, 100%. You ain't fucking with a mulatto on the social skill aspect, especially customer service at the workplace. Maybe an Asian can fuck with us, but ain't nobody can really outdo us. So we got y'all in that department, but we just, yeah, we isolate because we care about our quality and our peace. But that's all I gotta say. It's your boy, the Mulatto Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. Y'all take it easy.